I know it's a little weird having a hat on here and a ski jacket, but it's kind of cold, and I don't like heated air. Is that weird? Well, it's going to warm up. Anyhow, so this is actually three stories about things I shouldn't hear, or things I shouldn't wear, probably. Anyhow, so I was at this discovery once at a lawyer's office, and I remember the case. It was McCaw versus United Church of Canada. Not that it matters. Anyhow, and I was suing a church, and the minister, the person being examined on part of the church was the chief honcho minister of United Church, and we broke for a recess, and the other lawyer asked me if I wanted to go to the washroom. He was going to show me the path to the washroom, and I said, no, I'm okay. But by coincidence, I had been at the same office a week before, and I knew a shortcut to the washroom, so I changed my mind. I got there first, and I was in one of the stalls. And the lawyer comes in with his client, and they're not at a stall. They're doing whatever they were doing. And I could hear their conversation, and the minister guy is basically bumping the lawyer about how he should fabricate his evidence on the discovery, and the lawyer's giving him the advice, and I'm sitting there listening to all this in the washroom. I didn't know what to do, so I just shut up and listened to it. Anyhow, I could have made a big stink about that, but I didn't. Story number 2 was I was in this guy's backyard, Stephen Bookman as it was, who was then my law partner until he went to jail for defrauding millions of people, including my father. Anyhow, I was in his backyard, and it has a great big green cedar hedge. And I'm sitting out there reading a paper or something, and on the other side of the hedge, there's two people talking. One guy, how you doing, Joe, or whatever, and he says, oh, I got sued again. Oh, yeah, what's that about? And he's talking about a lawsuit that I started against him, and he's talking about me by name, saying, oh, yeah, that asshole Harris sued me again. I'm going to have to blah, blah, blah. And he's going over all his vulnerabilities and how he's going to lose the case and how they're screwed. They're going to try to delay it. And I never found out who it was. I would have loved to, but it's like kind of a situation comedy. So the third story in this brief summary is in a civil lawsuit, the other side has to make production to you of all relevant documents. And so in one case, this lawyer at a fancy pants firm sends me over all his documents. And in the documents, there's a memo from Chief Honcho corporate lawyer to Chief Honcho litigation lawyer, who is the guy I'm dealing with, saying, do everything you can to delay this case. We're screwed. We're going to lose the case. But, as long as you keep frustrating Harris as much as possible and delaying things, that's our best strategy. So I got the document, which obviously I shouldn't have. I didn't get it intentionally, clearly. So I sent a letter back to the lawyer, the litigation guy. I said, I don't think I was supposed to get this. Well, he calls me on the phone all flabbergasted and said, well, of course, mind you, this memo was dated like 6 months before, right? So he calls me and says, well, yeah, I never obviously would have followed that advice. I could clearly never would have done. Yes. And I said, yeah, show me the memo back to chief corporate guy saying that. I said, bullshit. But you're lucky I won't do anything because I'm a nice guy. Anyhow, I got to get that thing back working again.